Welcome back to the arcade. My name is Vince, as always, and it is a beautiful day for game development. So in this video, there's a lot to cover, a lot of cool updates. I'll show you some new levels that I've made, talk about some of the new features in the editor, and then we'll close off with kind of where we're going in the future and where we're taking it, and some of the cool things that I'm looking forward to doing. So let's get to it! Before we get started, if you could smash the like button, and let's begin. All right, so we're gonna jump to the game, and I'll start with some of the new levels that I've made. Starting with some of those nostalgic ones. I think a lot of people will enjoy. This video might be a little bit longer because there's just a lot of content to cover. We're in the arcade now, and I'll jump to the first level that I wanted to show you guys. You might even notice by the thumbnail of what the level's gonna be. So we're kind of in this stage where we got these cool characters, and we want to do some cool things with them. That's little me with the little bird helmet on. And if you don't know what this level is, I'm sorry. But I had a lot of fun making this, and it's kind of like in its own 3D low poly aesthetic, and just like the original, like those green bushes are the same as the clouds. Let me zoom back a little. You can kind of see that there's a floor. I'm only going basically 3 pixels or whatever high. But yeah, this was a treat to make, and it's really close to the original in terms of layout. In fact, why am I playing with the mouse and keyboard? I'm gonna switch over to the gamepad. A little bit more fun that way. And then I added a couple details like this castle and kind of a jump pad if you want to get back. But alright, let's go to the next one. And this is World 1-2. I'm not too happy with the music. It kind of has that 8-bit feel, but not like totally, da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. But, it is what it is. This is more like testing and trying to kind of get a feel for the behavior of these avatars. But yeah, like the first one, I had a lot of fun making this, and oh yeah, these elevators, these are like rigid bodies. I don't think I nailed the animation. You can kind of see like a little popping when it moves back up. Ooh, almost died there. If you want to go back, there's a way back. There's a hidden trigger over there, but I'll just get to the end of it. All right, so cool. You kind of get this cool level. Let me jump to another level that I made that has that nostalgic feel. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I played a lot of Quake3 Areana demo with my friends, and so I wanted to do a game like that. So if you remember, that level had, like, you were in space, and had a lot of these jump pads all over the place, and so I kind of made that level. So like a bridge across and a bunch of jump pads, including like this one where you'd go out and you'd get the where you get the railgun. So let me do that again. and got these jump pads to go up to the next platform and jump over to the other side. And so yeah. Oh, then the quad damage, there's no quad damage of course, but I did do like the upper level. Let's see if I can get up there. Ooh, yeah. All right. Okay, so yeah, this was like an kind of tipping my hat back to some of the games that I like playing. So let me show you some of the newer stuff that is not nostalgia based. What I wanted to do in addition to these levels is start making kind of more behaviors for the actual avatars. And well, the first thing I wanted to do is kind of explore all the things that we can do with them. And I thought it'd lend itself well to doing kind of like an obstacle course. So this right here is kind of the obstacle course home. And what I'm going to do in the home is when I make a level, it'll live here. So these doorways are going to be, duplicated all throughout this scene, and they'll be the gateways to basically the different level. And then after you beat that level or decide to not play that level, you'll come back here. And so I'll probably have different sections for like easy, medium, and hard, and this might be medium. Easy might be over there, and hard is going to be in the castle. In fact, let me just show you kind of the castle area. Also, what's new is the water. Let me turn off the field of view so you can kind of see it a little bit better. There was a water shader that I've been just jonesing to get in the asset store for a while, and I did, and man, it was a great purchase. Just awesome. Really happy with that. So let me just cruise on up here, and then this will probably be where I'm going to place a lot of the hard levels, because you're kind of in this castle, like ruined castle area that feels like, yeah, it should house a lot of the hard ones. But let me show you the first level that I made, and this is a lot of R&D stuff, so it's not perfect, but I'll talk to you about some of the things that are kind of going into me exploring a lot of these, what I'm calling like avatar triggers. So some simple things that the avatar trigger can do is when you touch or when you go through a trigger, something's going to happen. The simplest one is you touch it and you die, right? But there's more to it than just dying. There could be you probably didn't there's going to be triggers for loading levels, which is kind of what happened when I went through the doorway. And so that is an avatar trigger, and it's just kind of going through, okay, what else can these little guys do? Because that's what's making it fun. And so that is like just a death trigger right there. Boom, die. Then we have jump pad triggers or launch triggers. We have checkpoint triggers. What else do we have? We have, so here's a launch pad trigger. You can hit that and then boing. And I want to just keep going gangbusters on triggers. Like, what else can we do? Could we jump in a vehicle or a turret or mount a horse? That would be like the mount trigger. What about like collecting weapons? So there might be like a weapon trigger. I kind of I'm in the middle of prototyping like a jetpack trigger. So you grab a jetpack and now you can jetpack around the level. And so we're just going through the stages of exploring like all the things that we can do, grabbing a key, tripping a switch, opening doors, and all of that will kind of be another tool in the toolkit to help making these levels. In fact, let me show you some of the new features in the editor. In the water, for example, we added a kind of a prefab for that. Let me see if I can select it. Water. Where are you, water? Water. And there's a lot of cool things you can do. Let me turn the fog off so you can see more of the level. And you can kind of see I'm using like a square. There's also hex. You can change the tile size. And then you can actually jump into the material and start changing a lot more with it. Like, let's say we wanted to change the wave direction. We could make it go outward. We could change the height. That's probably a little too big. So I'll bring that back down. Change the speed. So yeah, it's very customizable. What else? There were improvements to the animation system. So when you want to start animating stuff, this had a couple bugs in it that were crashing, and we had the ability to little things like editing the keyframe directly. So, you know, if I want to do this, I could actually right click and then edit key and then change the time and value rather quickly. So there's not much movement here. Let me bring that up and change that to like 6. And then you can kind of see, hey, I'm moving that platform. What else? Let me see some of the other things. Oh, we added a procedural skybox. Right now, this skybox is a texture, like a 6-sided texture, but it could be procedural. And here are the options for the procedural. You know, we could change sky tint, go red, and it's cool. The water is like picking it up reflectively. We change the ground to be kind of more of this blue. But I think you guys get it. So yeah, that's about it for the new features. Now to talk about where we're going next. I'm still gonna explore more avatar triggers to try to kind of beef out the toolkit for these little guys, like what they can do and get them kind of more game ready. Specifically, I want to explore mounts like vehicles. I bought the horse mounts for these guys. I want to put them on horses. Jetpacks combat. I want to explore combat, that Quake3 Areana level. I want to put guns in their hands and have them battling other people. And some other ones. We'll find out. I also wanted to do kind of more Terra. You know, given that this water is pretty awesome, I wanted to add more Terra type things. So there might be like a terrain editor or like a flora editor to quickly brush terrain type tiles or flora into the environment, bushes, shrubs, grass, that kind of thing. But overall, check it out. I'll put links to all these levels, the Mario level, the Quake3 Areana level, in the description. If you like it, play it. I recommend playing it with a controller. It's a lot more fun, but it'll play, you know, on PC, VR, and the Oculus Quest. There's a lot of options. But enjoy it. And that's it. I'm going to get back to game development. You have a great day. Thanks, everybody.